Thank you so much to those of you supporting the channel on Patreon, including the big patron of the month, the Nerd Therapist. Thank you. Hello Pokemon Masters, Bakuchi here, and down here on the card cam. And this video is sponsored. Can you guess who by? Thank you so much to the team over at Pokemon. The Pokemon trading card game has sponsored this video and a number of other videos coming up. And the reason this sponsorship, the reason this collaboration has come about with Pokemon and their new set Cosmic Eclipse, the reason this has happened is because I reached out to them. I reached out to them a few months ago because over the last 6 months I've been falling in love with the Pokemon card game, and I've just been interested about how I could bring it to the channel. One of the first videos I ever did on the channel was a Pokemon card game video. It was me opening packs of Ancient Origins back in the day of XY, but I've been opening Pokemon cards since I was a kid, since the first set came out, base set. I have always loved Pokemon cards. I know many of you watching, maybe you own a few Pokemon cards, or maybe you owned Pokemon cards back in the day. Maybe you got a little collection sitting somewhere. I myself have my book, and there are plenty of good little historical things in the card game that make me feel incredibly nostalgic. I'm not going to open all of this here or right now. For example, there's 2 booster boxes of Cosmic Eclipse here, the latest set, and these are going to be for me and my lovely girlfriend, the Last Shaman. We're going to open these together in another video called Girlfriend versus Boyfriend Booster Box Battle. I'm going to be opening, I think, some of it on Instagram. I'm not sure what I want to open. I think I want to open the Cosmic Eclipse Elite Trainer box in this video. I mean, I want to open it all now, but I have to save some for the other videos. And yeah, thank you so much to Pokemon for sending out not only all of this stuff, but also like my jumper. They sent me out this advent calendar. It's so incredibly kind. I've been playing the game since it first came out. It's always been a love of mine. I've never known how to bring it into the channel. I'm hoping this thing with the card camera you might enjoy. But yeah, I've always been absolutely fascinated by the Pokemon trading card game, and especially all the different kinds of Pokemon. Like in the upcoming set, Sword and Shield, there are going to be Pokemon V, which, what does the V stand for? We'll get there. These sets have GXs and tag team GXs. What does the GX mean? What did the EX mean? Well, look, as I'm opening this up, because I don't specifically want to be known for just being like card opening, I still want to talk about it because I think it's that nostalgia and it's that history and it's that lore about it all that really interests me the most. We will start right back at the beginning with, I guess, the first variant of Pokemon cards. Obviously, you have your generic Pokemon card, right? From base set through to Jungle and Fossil, you've got Pikachu and Charizard and Blastoise. But then, well, then came the set Team Rocket, which had in it a Dark Pokemon. Ooh. This is exciting. Now, Dark Pokemon were variants on regular Pokemon, so whereas I said before, you know, you had Charizard, you would now have Dark Charizard, and this was a Charizard controlled by Team Rocket. They later elaborated on this in Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge, where you had like a Gym Leader's Pokemon, so for example, Brock's Vulpix or Misty's Staryu. But specifically, then you would also have Team Rockets, like Zapdos, for example, is one I remember getting when I was younger. This is cool. You get a whole little book with all the cards in the set. The one that I want, by the way, the one that we're looking out for, there is an Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia card in here that is like an alternate art, and it has them as statues. It's really cool. That's what we're looking for, and I actually love the artwork on this box. Anyway, that is besides the point. If we look back through time, the Dark Pokemon actually resurged in the Johto era in Neo Destiny, I believe it was, where you had Dark and the counters of that Light Pokemon. In a similar sort of era of cards, there was also the Shining Pokemon, which are probably, like, to this day, my favorite set of cards. They are basically shiny Pokemon. There were 11 of them to begin with, I think, and they kind of made a resurgence in the set Shining Legends last year, a set that had shiny Pokemon. In Hidden Fates this year, there was shiny Pokemon, but they're not called Shining Pokemon. Alright, let's see. We've got this box. We've got the code cards, which I'm going to be keeping because I play a lot of the Pokemon trading card game online as well to practice. I've been really getting into the competitive game recently. Dividers, some energy cards, some really nice sleeve, dice, encounters and things, and 8 packs of Cosmic Eclipse. So yeah, Shining cards were really, really cool. There was also, I believe, there were more of the gym-owned cards, but they were only in Japan in the VS series. I actually have one. This is my book. This is my binder. By the way, what do you think of this kind of whole TCG table idea? If I have a quick skim through. Yeah, for example, this is a Jasmine Steelix, and Jasmine's a gym leader from the Generation 2 games, but it's sadly Japanese only. I would have loved to have seen an English variant of that. There's also other special cards, include like there's the Birthday Pikachu. This is a card that was actually banned in the Pokemon trading card game. There's very few banned cards, but this is one, and it's because if it was your birthday, you got to flip a coin to do more damage, and you know, that was a hard rule to enforce. By the way, the Pokemon trading card game, not actually that difficult to learn. It's actually a really straightforward game. I have massively been enjoying learning it. I've been playing a Charizard Reshiram deck, and that's because that's one of the decks that won the World Championships last year. The World Championships are coming to London this year. I say this year, next 2020, they're coming to London, so who knows, maybe I'll see me there becoming a world champion. Anyway, we'll have a look at my collection another day. And after the Johto era of cards, I guess we move on to Hoenn, which had the Pokemon EX. Now, Pokemon EX was, So, I looked it up on the internet, and it says that EX stands for extra power, which, you know, makes sense. Right, this is my first time pretty much doing a pack opening on the channel. I mean, not the first time, but this is a pretty early attempt, so I'm sorry if I'm rubbish at it. I'm not going to read off all the names, because while there are some really nice bits of artwork in there, I really care about that last card a lot. Snow Run, okay, we got an Alolan Meowth, and then, ooh, Guzzlord and Naganadel Tag Team GX. Tag Team, of course, one of the newer ones, and this deck, there is a deck that revolves around this card, and it absolutely rocks. Okay, we're gonna get back to that. We're gonna get to those tag teams. So, EX extra power, however, I'm gonna show you a little bit of retro Pokemon cards. Let me know in the comments if you remember this. This is the Zap theme deck. It is my first ever deck of Pokemon cards that I ever had. Not this box specifically, I had to rebuy it. And on the back, there are 3 tiers, 3 levels of gameplay, and it says Starter, Advanced, and Expert. And I'm almost certain that EX Ruby and Sapphire, the set where the EX Pokemon appeared, that was the first Expert deck. And I thought EX meant Expert, but I couldn't find anything about it on the internet, so I must be just wrong about that. There was also, in that era, there were Delta Pokemon, which were Pokemon with different types. I actually have a whole theory that I did back in the day about why they're different types. I gotta say, Pokemon Delta species, I would love to see more of that in the card game. Pokemon, I know you're watching, bring back Delta species, please. Okay, pack number 2, we're gonna go through. Ooh, Tag Caller, that's a card I need. It's good for the competitive game. Okay, and, ooh, that is a secret rare card. A golden version of a card is called a secret rare. And it is, well, yeah, I mean, these are very few and far between. I should really get a sleeve for that. Lucky thing, the Elite Trainer box comes with a set of sleeves. So, yeah, there was Delta species, and then kind of a sequel to the Shining Pokemon were the Gold Stars. When I was a kid, I actually had a Gold Star Mew, and I traded it away because I am but a young fool. And if there's any card I would love to get back, it would be the Gold Star Mew. I would love to own that card again. It was really very cool. Shining Pokemon in the card games. I'm not a shiny hunter when it comes to the video games, but when it comes to the card games, I love collecting shiny Pokemon. There were also, in Generation 3, there were Team Aqua and Team Magma Pokemon, similar to Team Rocket Pokemon. Team Rocket Pokemon also returned when, in Team Rocket Returns, in Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green's, like, era of the cards. Gen 4 saw us get, what does Gen 4 see us get? Gen 4 saw us get Level X cards, which, you know, the next level, I guess. As well as cards that were owned by GL, which meant Gym Leaders, BF, which was Battle Frontier, or Frontier Brain, or something like that. There was also G, which just meant Galactic, Team Galactic Pokemon, and there was also C, which either means Cynthia or Champion. I'm guessing Champion, but it could mean Cynthia. Okay, here we go. Let's see. What we got? It's Solgaleo, and wow, okay, that is 3 good packs in a row. Blastoise and Piplup full art. Yes, okay, yes, okay, all right, that's what we look for. 3 in a row, 3 good packs. That is actually, that's really quite amazing. Thank you, Pokemon, for sending me this stuff. Still got 2, 3, 4, 5 packs to go. Okay, so then you also in Gen 4, there were a number of cards. Like I believe there was a movie, like a movie marked card. Cards relating to the Pokemon movie Arceus and the Jewel of Life. There was a bunch of Ash cards, including the Ash Cat Pikachu, which came later, but Ash's Pikachu, I think, first appeared in the Generation 4 era of cards. There was... Oh, there goes Will. He didn't have the will to stay on the table. There was also in Generation 4... There was no EX cards. They didn't bring back the EX cards, I believe, believe, until Generation 6, until X and Y. Oh, and the last card's a Dragalge. Okay. Generation 5 saw Plasma Pokemon. That was a thing for Team Plasma. And yeah, as I mentioned before, Gen 6 saw the EX cards come back, as well as there was Pokemon Break, which were like breaking the limits. Oh, I've got to mention, Generation 4 also had the Pokemon Legends, which were kind of like the early predecessors to Pokemon Tag Teams, where you'd have multiple Pokemon on a card across 2 different cards' artworks. So that was pretty cool. And Pokemon EX was cool, but then, come Sun and Moon, we get Pokemon GX, which is what many of these cards are. And final card is... What is going on? It's the Silvally. It's the Silvally. Okay, that's a good pack. This is a good Elite Trainer box. Silvally is another card that is very good competitively. It's got this really good ability that allows you to draw, but getting the secret rare, the hyper rare, oh, that is cool. This is a good Elite Trainer box. Okay, sorry, what, yeah, there was the Legend cards, and they were the predecessors, and cool, yeah, Gen 5, Gen 6, and then, yeah, we get the GX cards, like Silvally GX. And then, of course, during this era, we've had Ultra Beast cards, which are, well, the Ultra Beasts. They've got their own kind of individual mechanics, and we got Pokemon Tag Team, which are of 2s or 3s. Actually, I'm gonna show you. So we've obviously had Naganadel and Guzzlord. That's a tag team where it's 2 Pokemon on 1 card. Okay, let's just keep on going through this pack, and then I'll show you the other thing that I really want to show you. And, oh my goodness, what is this box doing? Venusaur and Snivy. Oh my, this is a good Elite Trainer box. Look at that. Almost every pack has had something massive so far. Okay, cool. The thing I wanted to show you, actually, I put these out on the table because of this. Well, I have these kind of in a little clear frame. This is Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Tag Team GX. It's 3 Pokemon on 1 card, and that is my favorite thing. And actually, back in the early days of Pokemon, there was a promotional Pokemon Jumbo card. A lot of the boxes come with Jumbo cards, and this one in particular says on the back, "Not for use in play," and it's a Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno on 1 card, and I think it's really cool that they brought it back to life with the Tag Team GX with all 3. And of course, next up is Pokemon V. Actually, I have one of these Jumbo cards, 2 of them actually, for Zacian and Zamazenta. These were also sent out by the Pokemon Company, so thank you for being so generous. These are in the Gala Starter box collections. And Pokemon V and Pokemon V Max, which is the next one, what does the V stand for? Could it be Roman numerals for 5? Could it be V for, like, I don't know, victory? I asked my friend Wassy from PTCG Radio. I'm sorry, I'm so dyslexic. And actually, Wassy, by the way, is a big reason that I've gotten back into the Pokemon cards lately. I'm going to leave a link to his channel below, and I absolutely recommend that you check out what he does. He covers all of the new Pokemon cards that come out. And I asked Wassy, and the best that we could kind of come up with, he said he wasn't sure it meant anything. I think it might mean V in Evolve, for 2 reasons. Number 1, the first trailer, there's a Crabominable there. The first trailer that revealed the Pokemon V, they really put an emphasis on the V in Evolve. And also, to go from Pokemon V to Pokemon V Max, you have to evolve the Pokemon. They are very clearly representative of Dynamax, and then the V Max are Gigantamax Pokemon from Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure the V means evolve. But I do think victory is a good and kind of somewhat educated guess, but yeah, I'm feeling that Pokemon V means evolve. So those are all the variants of cards we have so far. I'm hoping we can see more Shining cards in the future. That's the big one that I'd like to see. Or Delta Pokemon. Final card, Macargo. For now, though, I mean, there's so many cards for me to enjoy. I enjoy looking back at my old collection as well as looking at some of these new cards equally. Building decks, I'm going to try and build that Guzzlord Naganadel deck. You know, the great thing about a box like this is some of these cards, like Venusaur and Snivy, I'm probably not going to try and make that deck. So that means I can trade that card for someone else's Naganadel and Guzzlord and make the deck that I want to make. And I've already made one deck that I love, which is my Charizard Reshiram deck. I have been loving Pokemon cards lately. I would love to do more videos like this. Obviously, I have stuff to open and show you. I'll be opening a lot, and I'm opening the advent calendar every day on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram at BuskirkToby, that's where you can see more. And thank you so much to Pokemon for sponsoring this kind of video. There is literally not a better sponsor for this channel. I have always loved Pokemon cards. Now I get to open Pokemon cards that have been gifted to me as part of a sponsorship. I mean, honestly, when I started the channel and I started, you know, and I made that first video opening Pokemon cards on the channel, I could not have imagined that I'd ever get to this kind of place. So thank you, Pokemon. Thank you so much. I do absolutely recommend the Elite Trainer boxes if you just want a place to get started. Getting an Elite Trainer box and combining it with maybe one of the theme decks. Right now, there is the Towering Heights and Unseen Depths theme deck. I would recommend this one, by the way, because it's got a cool Fiona card in there that I think is quite cool. It's got a good ability. You'll see if you get it. But you know, combining, you know, what's here with what's here, you're gonna have a deck that you're gonna be able to play and, you know, play with a friend. Just to start off with and learn the basics. And honestly, Pokemon card game is not a hard game to learn. If you're looking for something to get into, something that's incredibly satisfying, that shows off the arts of some really beautiful characters. I mean, I know I've turned off the card cam now, so I'm just gonna refocus this. Look at this Silvally. You can see Gladion is on the card with Silvally. They're hugging each other, and it tells a story, and I love it. I really do recommend trying out the Pokemon card game. Thank you to Pokemon for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna have a blast just kind of sorting these out and putting them into my collections. Thank you for watching, and of course, soar high, Pokemon Masters.
This is Ash Ketchum. You just watched a video by Birdkeeper Toby. That makes you a Pokemon